between him and Tom Brady seemed improbable. What did you think about how tight this game was and the way he played?
Yeah, I mean, he was very elusive. We knew he was going to scramble around. There was going to be bootlegs and scrambles, and we really, we're really hoping for Alex because we knew that part of the game wasn't going to be in there. And he got out of some really good spots, and he made some really good plays. He had a lot of poise.
And what happened? You lost Ronald Jones, and can you talk about how Leonard Fournette came in and played?
Yeah, Leonard played great. Probably the best he played all year. Knew it was going to be a big game. We only had two backs. I hated Keyshawn fumble because he was playing good, but couldn't say enough about Leonard and how he stepped up.
Thanks.
We'll go over to Greg Allman.
Bruce, for your defense, this was another one of those games where things were tight at the end, but they made the stop. You get that last drive, Levante gets the sack. What does it mean to see Levante get a sack to kind of close out the last defensive stop in his first playoff game?
Yeah, it was great because we were tackling him worth of shit the whole game. And we finally got him when it mattered. And, I don't think it was best our defense has played in a long – I mean, it was terrible up until the last 8 minutes.
Thanks, Bruce.
All right, we'll go over to Ira Kaufman.
Bruce, when's the last time you pulled so hard for the Chicago Bears to win a football game tomorrow? Does it matter to you?
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, we're playing. That's all that matters. And where we go, we're a better football team than the last time we played the Saints. If we go there, so no, it doesn't matter to me, Ira.
Well, Bruce, you'd get a chance to maybe have a home game.
Now that part I'll root for. I will root for that, brother.
Thanks, Bruce.
All right, we'll go over to Scott Reynolds.
Hey, Bruce, congrats on the win tonight. Can you just speak to the performance that Mike Evans had? 6 catches, 119 yards, several big completions for you that kept the chains moving.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge night for him. And, we always say how tough he is, man. He was probably 85, 90%, which for Mike, that's great. I mean, he played most of the season at 70. So, we had that one go off his fingertips I thought he was going to get. But, no, I can't say enough about him gutting it out and playing great.
And can you speak to kind of an uncharacteristic night with drops for Chris Godwin, but then Cam Brate really was Mr. Steady Eddie for you catching the ball? Yeah, I mean, anytime the ball goes to Chris, it's automatic. And, that one big one to start the second half was huge. And but Cam came up huge. I mean, he's had a hell of a year for us. And Byron does a great job of getting him matched up. Thank you, Bruce.
You bet.
We'll go over to Jenna Lane.
Hey, Coach, can you just speak to your offense's performance against such a talented pass rush? I mean, I think a lot of people thought you guys would go into this game and you'd have to work the short passing game, but your quarterback and your offensive line, you still dropped back and you still took deep shots downfield and you guys hit them. Can you just speak to that?
I think it was the biggest storyline of the week, just because one guy says, I want Tom, all of a sudden they got a great front. And our guys took it to heart. They were going to block them. And, I thought we blocked them really, really well. So, no, they didn't scare us.
How much does it mean to you to, not only get this playoff win, but to be able to bring it home to a city like Tampa that's waited such a long time to be in the postseason? And also, I mean, they haven't had a playoff win since 2002.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, I just wish we could play at home, but we can't unless certain things fall. And then I wish the stadium would be packed. But hopefully we'll continue to play better next week than we did this week.
Thank you.
Time for a few more. We'll go over to John Romano.
Hey, Bruce. Playoff victories are hard enough to come by in this league that they should always be celebrated. But was the performance tonight enough to beat a team like New Orleans next week?
Well, we'll see when we play next week. No, this performance defensively wouldn't be. Offensively, it would be. But we'll show up and see. I think some of our guys, I don't think veterans did, but some of our young guys kind of might have relaxed when Alex Smith wasn't playing. And I kind of kept preaching at him. This kid can run. He can do a lot of things. And, he almost beat us with his legs. But I'm never going to apologize for winning, and next week's next week.
All right, we'll go over to Scott Smith.
Bruce, obviously the crowd not a factor in this one, but this is your coldest game of the year. From a temperature standpoint, adjusting to the temps, like how do you feel your team did?
Oh man, I thought it was balmy myself. I thought it was beautiful. The breeze picked up a little, but man, you couldn't have asked for better weather. So it was no factor whatsoever.
All right, we'll close out with a question from Greg Allman.
Just want to ask you about Alex Kappa. We saw him go out and Larson come in. Just want to ask if you know anything about the severity of the injury, or that he could be back next week.
It looks like a fracture. So hopefully we'll check on another X-ray with a better X-ray machine. But right now it does not look good.
Thank you.
Okay, that's all for today. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.